Narrator calm, chilling tone. It was a quiet Wednesday evening in Manchester, 1991. 16-year-old Emily Harper stood at her usual bus stop, just 2 blocks from home. She had just finished a late study session at school and was heading home for dinner with her family. The street was dimly lit, rain drizzling softly, puddles reflecting the glow of street lamps. A dark sedan slowed nearby, headlights cutting through the fog. Minutes later, Emily was gone, and despite decades of searching, no one has been able to answer one haunting question. What really happened to Emily Harper? Full story. Emily Harper wasn't just another teenager in Manchester, she was the heart of her community. Born in 1975, Emily grew up in a loving home with her parents, Linda and Charles, and her younger brother, Jack. She was kind, fiercely loyal to her friends, and deeply curious about the world around her. Teachers said she excelled in English literature, often staying after class to ask questions, dreaming of becoming an investigative journalist one day. She loved collecting old newspapers, fascinated by unsolved mysteries and famous trials. Her bedroom walls were covered in photos of reporters, headlines, and her own handwritten articles. But despite her love for dark mysteries, Emily was a bright light to those around her, always smiling, always willing to help. In the days leading up to her disappearance, Emily seemed distracted. Friends noticed her scanning crowds nervously, and a few mentioned seeing a black sedan near her school more than once. When asked, Emily simply laughed it off. No one realized these were possible warning signs. At 6:45 p.m., Emily was seen waiting under the small shelter at the corner of Pine Avenue. Witnesses described her holding a worn blue backpack and clutching her notebook tightly. At 6:50, a dark sedan pulled up slowly. Some witnesses recalled a brief conversation between Emily and the driver. One passerby swore they saw Emily shake her head firmly before stepping back. Another thought she recognized the man. By 6:55, both Emily and the car were gone. When the bus arrived 5 minutes later, Emily's backpack was on the bench, unzipped, with her wallet and school books inside. The only missing item, her house keys. This chilling detail suggested Emily might have been convinced or forced to leave willingly. Authorities launched a large-scale search immediately. Officers canvassed the neighborhood, questioned over 200 residents, and even dredged nearby rivers. Several suspects emerged, including a recently fired bus driver known for harassing girls, and a man previously convicted of child abduction living 2 streets away. Yet every lead ended in dead ends, either by lack of evidence or solid alibis. Sketches described the driver as a man in his 30s or 40s, wearing a dark coat, with a calm but unsettling demeanor. But no arrest was ever made. As weeks turned into months, the trail went cold, leaving the Harper family in torment. Despite public appeals, newspaper headlines, and nationwide broadcasts, Emily's case faded. Her family never gave up, posting flyers every month, calling police for updates, and hiring private investigators. They even received anonymous calls claiming Emily was being held captive, but each lead led nowhere. Through the 1990s and 2000s, alleged sightings surfaced in London, Leeds, and even New York. None were confirmed. The Harper family lived in agony, always waiting for a call that never came. In 2023, a true crime podcast, Echoes of the Lost, reignited interest in Emily's case. An anonymous envelope arrived at their studio. Inside was a cassette tape containing a chilling voice confession. Male voice recording. I took her that night. She knew me. She got in the car because she thought I was helping. I didn't mean to. It wasn't supposed to happen. The tape described details only the abductor or police could know. The exact time, the color of Emily's raincoat, the missing keys. But the tape cut off abruptly, never naming the speaker. Forensic analysis found partial DNA on the envelope. It matched a convicted offender who had died in prison years earlier. But the timeline didn't match his incarceration dates, raising questions. Did he have an accomplice? Or was someone using his name to taunt the family decades later? Stranger abduction. A random predator taking advantage of a dark, rainy night. Someone Emily knew. Witness accounts suggest she didn't panic. Did someone she trusted betray her? Serial offender connection. 3 similar disappearances occurred in nearby towns during the same year, pointing to a potential serial kidnapper. The confession tape, was it genuine? Or a cruel hoax? If real, it means Emily's abductor knew her personally and may have been hiding in plain sight. With the podcast sparking renewed attention, Police reopened the case using modern technology. Advanced facial recognition tools and DNA databases are being combed for matches. The Harper family, now in their 70s, continue to plead for answers. Linda Harper recent interview, "We just want to know what happened to our Emily before we leave this world." Online sleuths and true crime communities have rallied, raising funds for new investigations and spreading awareness worldwide. Emily Harper's story is a chilling reminder that even the most ordinary night can turn into a lifelong nightmare. A girl waiting for a bus, swallowed by the unknown, leaving behind questions that decades have failed to answer. If you know anything, contact Greater Manchester Police. And if you believe every missing person deserves a voice, subscribe and join us each week as we shine a light on the world's darkest mysteries.